I wanted to bring up another thing. So apparently Rocco Baldelli has taken to heart the 12 and 26 finish or something like that to the end of last season, and has changed the routine for position players, which I kind of summarized the article from the Star Tribune saying less leisure and less choice and more like do what I say. And I have a hard time seeing Rocco being that like assertive with what they're gonna do. I'm just curious, like, is this a meaningful thing that they're trying to work harder, I suppose, during practices and things like that?
Wax on, wax off.
I think it is meaningful. I actually do think it is meaningful because they're trying to get them into more of a routine, being a little bit more disciplined. Like the Twins lacked some fundamentals at the end of last year, so I think that's a good sign. The one part that really ticks me off about this, though, is remember when they went through that huge slump a couple years ago, and then the new hitting coach came in and was like, oh, you know what I started doing is I started having the players play an active role in determining like what they were going to do. We're all going to do it together. That's what Correa was talking about what this is. They all have to take batting practice outside now instead of in the cage. So they're all working through it together and talking through it together. And reading the article, I was like, didn't we already learn this lesson? Why is this coming up again? So that part annoyed me, but the rest of it I think I'm good with. And frankly, I'm good with them doing that again. But like, why weren't we still doing that? What did we forget?
When I go to work, Hogs, and I'm in office, and I'm in my cubicle, right? Like, I used to have a whole bunch of walls. I loved it. And then my work said, no, down with the walls. We are communal workspaces now. And so now we're in like these, like, I have 2 walls now. I miss my walls, boys. I gotta be honest. I miss having 4 walls. I really liked them. Now I have 2, and like anybody can just talk to me whenever they want. And it's like, I wish I had my walls, boys. But anyway, the thing is, there's something to be said about the access to the team and the camaraderie.
Absolutely.
And just the way that you can sort of gel and work together and work through problems very quickly because you don't have these walls built up. And I guess to me, the equivalent of that is these Twins players going into the cages and like putting blinders on to make sure that they can't see anybody else's cage sessions. And it's like, that's not how this should work at all. Thank you. I do think I'm made for middle management.
So interestingly, so I Googled, because I was trying to find the article, and I Googled Rocco Baldelli routine, and I came up with an article from 2019, where I'll just read you. This is from ESPN, but the quote from Rocco is this: "The goal is to have it individualized for the guys so they can get done what they need to get done and just focus on getting that work done and do the best job that we can doing it. It worked cleanly, and I think it's pretty good right now." Fast forward 6 years, and I don't think that individualization, I mean, those are the walls, right? Rocco was putting up the wall. He was the one who built the wall.
And now he's tearing them down. But yeah, David's right. Like, that's when you actually accomplish stuff, when you're working together, especially like Major League Baseball. You all have the same job. Your job is to hit the ball. And I think that is incredibly valuable, especially with a young team.